You are a yummy raspberry cheesecake pie, and it is my pleasure, baby dolls, to tell you that Bitcoin has hit 64,000 American dollars. I can't believe I'm saying it. That's right, 64,000 American dollars. Yes, we have the astronaut suit again. Everything is going ballistic in crypto land. Coinbase blew up, by the way. They had so much demand for people coming in. Funny, I didn't see you guys have demand when I was telling you it was the bottom at 16K. What's going on there? I guess these people are what we call unfortunate emotional money. Some people say exit liquidity. These are the people who come in and buy the tops. These are the people who should have listened. We're going to find out and see what happens next, though, friends. By the way, $64,000 is devastating because a lot of people got wrecked in their shorts. And actually, baby dolls, it is devastating. This person, Mr. Algae God, he had $600. He turned it into $400,000. And now it's gone to zero. Obviously liquidated on shorts. I'm just here to tell you. So I'm glad this happened. Shout out to Georgie. So Georgie Boo, he said, hey, Sammy, you said like February, this might be like a topping month or something. So I want to put on a short. I want to put on a short. And I'm like, no. So that was a first warning shot, friends. I know what happens. Monkey see, monkey do. So even if I show you any position in the future, if I show you a short, I don't have any leverage shorts on, friends. But if I did show you and I told you don't do it and I told you I'm exiting, I know people still go do it. Very unfortunate. So I've learned now that all the emotion, the excitement, people want to just follow these things and do that. No. You can't short in a bull market. You can't. Your risk reward sucks and opportunity cost, friends. So I explained to Georgie in my Telegram chat. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also join that too, friends, and get a nice big fat pump. 64K. I explained to Georgie, let's say you want to do a reasonable short. You need capital in your account. Where's your capital? Okay, your capital is either going to be Bitcoin or stable coins. So if it's Bitcoin, you should be deploying that to altcoins, not financial advice. If it's stable coins, why are you fornicating with stable coins pre-euphoria? You shouldn't even be in a short at all yet. Okay, now, of course, even if Bitcoin drops 30, 40% next month, I'm not telling you, I'm just giving you on average over the cycle, this is where your mindset needs to be. Otherwise, this thing happens. Very unfortunate, friends. So that I know what these people do, friends. A lot of people, man, I traded, man. I've done all the bad mistakes too. You don't want to take your loss. You martingale average, it works 6-7 times, and the 8th time it blows you out. Sometimes these people, though, see, it's better if you trade that you get crushed straight away, so you don't like it. Whereas, unfortunately, some people, they'll like build an account over a year and a half, but their strategy is bound to blow up eventually. And just unfortunately, they see things happen. You know, friends, as soon as I saw this candle, this is the 1 hour Bitcoin chart, okay, 64,000 American dollars. When I saw this big blowout candle up and down like this, I knew this was stops. I saw it on the chart. I was in bed. I'm like, oh man, people lost all their money. 100% they lost all their money. I've seen this. I've been a part of these ones. Just traded so many times. I know what it looks like, not just in crypto, in all markets, when everybody's short and everybody gets out. That's what it looks like. It goes this infinite rally, and then it just comes. Why does it come back down? It's because the only people exiting here were people getting out of their shorts. Like they're taking huge losses. And look, man, I don't know what to tell you, because should we have mercy for them? They called me a peanut brain, which I am, but they said we're going to lose all our money, which they were wrong about. So I don't know. You let me know. Should we have any mercy on these people? Look, just telling you now, friends, leverage is not the way to do it. Leverage is sexy in a bull market. Unfortunately, you don't get out. I know you don't get out. I'm not doing any leverage. I don't want you to do any leverage. Don't touch any leverage. You stay in spot altcoins. You stay in spot altcoins. That's enough leverage. That's plenty of leverage, man. I've even shown you ratios. The real leverage, where even if there's a black swan tomorrow, you don't get crushed. That's the secret, friends. You want to know what else is the secret? Jim Cramer, the inverse oracle god. Given the success of the Bitcoin ETF, it's pretty obvious that an Ethereum ETF will soon bloom. Now, I don't know what is going on, friends. You were here. Remember, I told you, man. Even though Bitcoin was near the danger golden box, I'm still going to leave it there, by the way, just to show you. I remember going back and I said, look, it's in the golden box. But Jim Cramer, friends, do you remember? He made 5 turbo bearish tweets right here. right here. He made these right here for 5 turbo bearish tweets. And we knew, like, man, if he's not right about this, 5 turbo bearish tweets, he's never done this about anything in his life. This calls for a colossal, enormous blow-off. That's exactly what we just had. Wow, man, he really is the inverse Oracle God. Friends, we all thought he's right about this one. Even we all thought he's right about this one. Look, it even stopped here. It even stopped here. Nah, Jim Cramer. So, just to let you know, once again, we're not here to be right. We don't really care. We're here to make money. It's just that these things, we're moving down at daily time frames and shorter. So, friends, of course, man, it's a random walk. You know what the hell thing's going to happen. It doesn't really matter. You got to look for the bigger picture always. The bigger picture is still to stay long and strong. However, one of my scenarios that I drew was Bitcoin is super strong, super early, and then comes back later in 2025 with a stock market crash. That's if we get it like this. Obviously, I don't hope it doesn't happen. Obviously, we want this to happen. But friends, if this scenario happens, you're all stinking rich. Because based off the ETH BTC ratio, this is a $16,000 Ethereum, which is a 6x from here, and everything should do like a 5x multiplier on that. That means everyone in the top 100, all their poopy portfolios do a 30x from today. The poopy ones. I haven't even spoken about the drama. So the average is a 30x. Just to tell you, man, in the last cycle, friends, the average was about a 12. The whole move. We're already like through the move. So this would like not be a diminishing gain cycle if that happens. But you got to remember, why are you even excited to think about it? It's because we've just had a big fat green candle. But if you go back to 2021, it's just like coming up here and saying, yes, look how fast we got to 64K. 100K is coming soon, but that was actually the cycle top. So you can see what happens, friends. That's why, man, I told you, once it starts moving fast and everyone thinks it's just getting started, you know what comes next. Let's remind ourselves as well, NVIDIA, friends. NVIDIA here did a 74x return. NVIDIA has basically helped boost the AI narrative in crypto. There is a cycle 1 narrative going on with AI, artificial intelligence. If you want to participate in the Clip Finance one, audio still running. You have the AI-driven liquidity management. There's other AI coins, friends. You try to shield me. Unfortunately, they've done like 30x pumps. I'm not buying anything at the end of 30x, but keep it on the mindset. Remember, we're doing paid launchpad, VVV launchpad. Okay, so shout out to both of them. But you got to get in, and there's got to be more AI coins or whatever. Now, there is one in VVV Launchpad. There actually is one. It ends in like a 24 hours or something. It's something to do with some AI thing. I think it's called GPU Net. Okay, so you can just see, friends. I'm just telling you this right now. I don't care who it is. See, friends, all these people waiting on the sidelines. They've got an idea, and then they're waiting for this bull market, and then they go launch in the bull market. That's what happens. So don't fall in love with any coin. We're just doing the launch page because you want access to the coins. But this is what it is. That's why we do 90% call, 10% lottery. Because you know, hey, man, like the NVIDIA is strong and AI might keep continuing, and it is what it is. That's why. And also, we're in the best position because we know this AI thing is complete fluff in crypto. Probably won't work properly. You don't even need crypto, but don't worry about any of these. You just know retailers are coming in. They're like, I want AI. Just to show you the unpredictability as well, friends, I made this post. WIF Hat has flipped eHEX in size. Yes, it's actually true. WIF Hat did a 33,200x rally to 760 million market cap. eHEX is 750 million market cap. So WIF Hat, friends, like, yes, this is a real number. The developer sold all his coins, 33,200x in 90 days. That's why, man, telling you, Cycle 1 coins, friends. Cycle 1's coins. I mean, check the comments. People are saying, WTF, I don't believe this, etc. This is all these. Also, someone saying, tell me you have 0 HEX shares without telling me. So what he's basically trying to say is, if you are staked full amount, then you are earning the yield along the way. But like, yes, that I just calculated, friends. I made videos about, you've got a video coming out as well called The Truth About HEX. Don't worry, it's a bullish video, just showing you meat in the middle. But I'm just showing you the risk of not exiting in euphoria. Doesn't matter what your coin is. HEX has round trip 3.8 years against Ethereum if you include PHEX and if you include 3x more coins. So 200% yield earned in 3 years. So that's the whole point of that video, to help you meet you in the middle, friends, to show you, like, you know, we need maxis to get everybody excited. But I'm always gonna be Mr. Unpopular. I don't really care if it's, because I know, like, the crowd and dopamine, it does nothing for me. Do you understand? You're here to win the game. You care about the price chart go up. I know that's the biggest dopamine of all, right? And the relief you feel maybe in a bear market when you've realized everybody else has been destroyed and you're laughing on everyone's graves, right? Friends, just think about Richard Hart going out to the whole crypto industry and basically telling everyone, you're all going to lose your money. You all did leverage. And he's basically like kicking everyone when they're down. I try to save you. I try to save you. And he's doing all these. He goes, yes, I try to save you. But now you all trusted these scammers and stuff. You see that pain they felt? Well, unfortunately, it's happening in HEX. So I'm just showing you no one is immune from it. And really, it just comes down to market humans' emotions, friends. That's it. That's what markets are. When you have euphoria around you, you are in a risk area. You always got to think, all right, if I'm holding, who am I holding with? Who's holding and they're buying in now? You got to think, are they believers or are they non-believers? That's where we're coming down to. I also showed you at a chart here, friends. This is pretty important to see. HEX ETH chart. You see this green line? Now, there's a poopy head in the comment section. Didn't even read the post. He thinks this chart's a prediction. It's not a prediction, friends. This green arrow, see that point? That's where we would be if we were one coin. So that's why I'm just trying to get you to know that HEX had to be diluted. We had to do the system because Vitalik was raising the gas fees on everyone. He was raising the costs and, you know, the drawing from the hard drive and all these, okay? So that basically, it was a necessary sacrifice to continue the story unless you wanted HEX to be a one-cycle hit wonder. That's basically where it's coming down to, okay? Now, that's basically... So I just wanted to unveil that information here for you, but if you see, it's still not nice to go back and round trip everything. But yeah, man, this is bear markets. This is like, could be like peak capitulation type of fears right before the rotations come in. I also want to show you this. So the PulseChain wallet sacrifice is now yield farming with 140 million DAI. So they're earning about $800,000 per month. But now that we've shown this, so shout out to Katie for posting this, KDP, but this increases my probability that I think I was right. I don't care about being right about this, okay? I don't really care, friends. We're here to win, right? But I was right in terms of, I think his ultimate plan was to use the sacrifice funds to buy Ethereum, because 600 million would buy 1 million Ethereum at $600, $500 or $600. Buy it there and then stake it, and then he basically vampires all of Ethereum's yield, and he gets, I calculated the yield, it would be 3,300 ETH coming in every month for the whole ecosystem. You know, there's only 6,000 ETH today for the whole PulseChain, 6,000 ETH. So imagine 3,000 ETH were coming in every single month. But we never got that world. But that's why, friends, when you back someone, you don't back them for their ability to know the future. You back them the ability to make decisions. So I believe, shout out to Miguel again. I explained in my video as well. Miguel, Dollar Cost Crypto, he explained how when he was with Richard Hart, they'd ask him, hey, where do you want to go for dinner? And he saw him in his mind. He's like, okay, option A, option B. And he would like work out his decision tree. And he's like, okay, let's choose option B because of reasons A, B, C, D, and E. He figured out the logic straight away. That's like a very, very gifted, talented individual, friends. These are people who like run big companies because they can see everything happening, where you and I, we're just little peanut brains. Okay, I'm wearing an astronaut suit. Okay, so also the truth is, though, it explains as well, like, why would you have $600 million and not yield farm it if your ultimate plan was to be in DAI? Because you've foregone about $45 million in money so far. So that would actually make the PulseChain price be 2 to 4x higher than today. But it is what it is. His decisions. Here it is. Maybe have legal issues, but he wanted to see. I had a feeling he was just leaving that money there because he was expecting a crash like any month now. And then, yeah, he's made his posts basically capitulating, which everyone's seen on Twitter. So you can see right now, he's going, let's do a little thought experiment. Let's say you got or minted for free HEX at $1 penny. So he's basically going through a lot of posts saying we are still the best. This sounds like a bit, I don't know why he's doing it. He's talking about an 8% drop. Bitcoin bears are wrecked. So you can see, friends, the length of these types of views. Anyways, I have no crystal ball, right? So he's saying the last bear hope is probably S&P 500 dump, etc. So I know a lot of people in the community, they're wrestling with these. But friends, I told you, these are just, it's a story and there's a captain, there's a narrative. But I know, man, everyone is here because they get super, super passionate. That's why they're in. They're here for these core principles. And now it's very hard for them to see the principles kind of change. Because Richard's like, wait a minute. You are yield farming off the same protocols you told us not to do and to be in HEX instead. Why are you using them? You're saying they're useful now. That's what people are thinking and they're saying. And they go, oh, okay, this makes no sense because you said we're going to add value with the world's biggest airdrop, but we've diluted everybody. So, friends, Bitcoin had peer-to-peer digital cash as the first narrative and then had to move into store of value. Narratives change over time. I'm telling you this from day one. That's why I never... From day one, I go, okay, there's a community, there's value here, there's a cult. A cult will keep recruiting people, and that's it. That's the asset. But a lot of people, of course, I know you said, no, T-shares, it's the code. No, we have this, we have that. But you get to see, man, it is what it is. I'm not here to change anyone's view, right? Because I know the monthly candle colors will change everyone's feelings too. I'm not here to change any of that. Okay, that's I'm always going to be Mr. Unpopular, because at the end of the day, the crowd's always wrong. Bearish at the lows, way too bullish at the tops. It is what it is. Maxi types of people, that's okay, man. I'm not here to just put everyone down. I don't really care. I don't comment on anyone. Right? I'm not commenting on anyone at all, but they're needed. Maxis are needed. They get more people in, get you excited, get them in. They onboard. Okay, but I don't swallow any narrative. I never drink the Kool-Aid. The only narrative I swallow is, okay, are you growing or are you bleeding users? Okay, and I'm trying to read the 4-year cycle, which I thought would break, but it's still working. Aren't you glad? We got to see that. Don't forget, Crapo, right? I don't feel the FOMO to enter the market. In fact, I think this is probably the worst moment to be bullish. So after taking profits from altcoins a few days ago, I'm staying completely out of the market. That was like Bitcoin 50K. Isn't it crazy? And it teleports again to 64. But, man, it's just wonderful to see, friends. I've told you many, many times, the biggest, most ferocious move comes on the 6th candle, or the end of the move, right? See, 6 green monthly candles, friends. You get to see it. The biggest move. Have a look at this candle now. Bang! Look at that. Huge. Now, in my post, some nice bullish hopium. This is secrets of markets, friends. This is now we're getting interdimensional UFO level astrology here. Because Bitcoin has shown us a pattern where it goes up only every month, and its potential finisher move is a big, fat, giant acceleration. Okay, which is huge, by the way. If I actually find out the candle size of this Bitcoin move, it's 50% in 1 month. Oh my gosh, it's 50% in 1 month. Because Bitcoin's done that, it might mean our altcoins are going to do something just as powerful. Where, I don't know from today, I'm saying maybe by the end of the cycle, maybe happens in a year, who knows, but it's trotting along, and it goes up and up and up, and then it snowballs, and then the finisher, when everyone thinks it's over, the finisher is like a huge, fat, giant, maybe a plus 100% candle at the end, at the very, very end. So that could be, friends, for example, just show you, just for HEX, for example, it could be HEX going to like 15 cents, just example, right? And then the last month is a candle up to 30 cents. Literally the last 7 to 14 days. Think about that. People selling at 5 cents, 10 cents, 15, and they have to watch it go 18, 20, 25, 28, 30, right? Like a huge acceleration. Of course, we hope this happens for every coin, but that was just one example I wanted to use. I also want to remind you in terms of timing, macro, friends, macro. So on the 12th of June, there is a 60% chance of a rate cut. Now, just my guessing, remember, friends, we don't know if we're going to be right. I'm just trying to, we're just here riding along the way with everybody else. There's only a 20% chance of a rate cut on May 1st and a 60% chance in June, which is very, very nice for us. We want there to be a delay. We want there to be a delay, friends, because if we delay it, that could coincide with a top. All right, that's what we actually want to see. Can I tell you something here? I know this is going to flip you out, right? Guess what happened here? Guess what happened, friends, around here? This was obviously that Bitcoin top, 2019, when it did the rally. Look at this. They go up here, but guess, friends, they cut rates here. You see that? Do you see that? You want to see that again? US Fed cuts rates. US Fed cuts rates right there. This is altcoin dominance. And look what happens after. We go down. Now, this is still bear market zone. So, well, I wonder, right? I wonder, US Fed's going to cut rate. That's why we're hoping, right? I'm hoping by June that this thing just shoots up. That's what we're actually hoping, that there's an acceleration. Ethereum, everything wakes up. Now that Bitcoin's high, US Fed cuts rates. Just checking that out. US Fed cuts rates. And then, because we are further along the Bitcoin cycle than that previous one, maybe it goes back down. Bitcoin breaks the all-time high, and we have our actual, the real big alt season, the real one that we're actually here for, right? That's what we're just trying to navigate the industry. So, as we mentioned, right, whole market's waiting for Bitcoin to basically finish this month. We're watching the Bitcoin dominance. We've gone through macro. PulseChain as well, still buying and burning in the background, which is beautiful to see. You have PulseChain here, friends. 3.48%, 712 billion burned. This is the total HEX price chart, which is like crazy because just, friends, I don't care about being right. I'm just here to tell you, just prepare to get things wrong in your life, and you got to be hedging yourself, man. Because how many people would have predicted that HEX is still 95% down, which is what it is. Total HEX is down 95%, and Bitcoin is $64,000. No one would have said that. So just learn off the next cycle, off this cycle coming in terms of like, oh, maybe I've got to buy more. What if my top isn't as what I think? That's what I'm trying to get you to do. You have done that. A lot of you, you're very, very welcome, have thanked me. They go, man, I used to have like 2 grand in, now I've got 16. I feel much better now because I really thought we're getting a lot of people have said that. I've onboarded a lot more people with that mentality rather than saying, don't worry, 1000x, 1000x. Because people don't throw $1,000 into the thing not moving, friends. So you get to see it for what it is. There's been also some pain because PulseX and PulseChain are doing this like little doji candle. Of course, everyone, we all hope it continues up. But if we go down with this Bitcoin Cash, that's maybe what happens in March. And then we start to go up and we rocket. So I'm going to show you. See this going down and then going up rocket part? Everybody is waiting for that to happen. And that can be shown on this price chart here. So let's separate them. You see how Bitcoin here has done this super high vertical move. We're hoping others does the same thing here. That's what we're hoping. That others goes up. So it's a super high vertical move. What I'm doing is measuring the high to the high, high to the high. And then maybe Bitcoin does that little rotation down for us in maybe March. And we go down. But then Bitcoin perhaps goes up to like 63K. Right? And on that lower high, that is now a lower high. So 0.1, 65, next high 63, lower high. We're hoping these points, all right, when they're matched in the time zone for the others index, we're hoping that this, when they come down, we are actually making a higher high. So it's huge. So that's what we're looking for the end game. But the end game isn't even here. That's what it would look like at the end. It's people saying, crap, Bitcoin 60K, it hasn't even got a 2x to 100. Let me go buy all the altcoins that haven't moved. That's what we're looking for. And as I've been mentioning, that's why I have this astronaut suit on. Bitcoin rallying to 64K. It's enlarging the power of the slingshot, right? It's enlarging it. I'm here to tell you, just assure you, it's all right. A lot of people on the sidelines say, my coin's not moving. My coin's not moving. Yes, beautiful. I'm more confident now because I don't want Bitcoin stopping at 35K. Okay, we're 64K. Beautiful. That extra money, wonderful. Also, there's Bitcoin maxis, which I saw. They're saying the rotation's never going to happen. Guess what, friends? They say this every time. And guess what? Every time they're wrong, and then Ethereum gains, and people want yield again, and all these cycle 2 narratives start to come alive as well. You probably see PulseChain, PulseX, and HEX get more bids. You probably see Richard Hart even rotate more stuff. Maybe Chainlink gets more updates and stuff. All these things just start happening. You get to see it. They'll start launching the airdrop tokens here and there. So we're flying to the moon. Though, 6 green monthly candles in a row. If March 1 is red, what we need to see next, friends, we know what we need to see, right? If March is red for these altcoins, so this is March. I know it doesn't seem like much, but we don't want to see alts do this. All right? We don't want to see it do that. If they do that, I'm like, oh, man, we're going to need to wait until Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. That's what we'll probably do. By the way, that's okay because you're like, hey, it's just got to wait till the end of the year or Q1 of next year. It's like count down. Like we're getting closer and closer along the cycle. That's the most exciting part. So it's not the end of the world. So if we see that, it's like poopy town. However, if we see this little shallow dump, we might see a rocket in April, May, June, and we're up here. That's what we want to see. But then, just to let you know, this part is going to be painful. What I just drew there. That's going to be 6 months of we are going nowhere and it's painful. Why aren't we moving? You're saying, no, I'll never feel painful at that. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Once they give you some dopamine, fans. That's why I don't give people dopamine. All right. Dopamine dealers, they give you that because once they take it away, you realize, oh, I'm not so strong. I'm getting bored. I'm getting pain. You'll see it. You'll see a lot of people entering up there. But we're not going to fall for it because we're already long and strong. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.